Alright, so now we're in Rictusempra, and like I mentioned, it is the first spell learning challenge of the game, the first real level, if you will. And basically, I'm gonna show you the entire run through the level, and I'm gonna explain some things. There are some cycle-based things here that depend on the speed at which you're going, like where the crabs are gonna be positioned throughout the level. But don't worry about it too much. Um, because I'm not going to hit that cycle either since I'm going to be stopping to explain things. So, as soon as you hit the level, you're going to want to like hold forward and left. And we're going to try and hit the crab before we even hit the first cutscene. So, I'm going to hold forward and left here. You could see something like this. And then I'm going to let go left after a little bit. And we're going to hit that crab before we even hit the cutscene. So, there's a cutscene through this door. And we're just holding forward and left, and we hit the crab. Skipping that cutscene, I wasn't holding spacebar. And then after you hit the crab, normally it'll just take 2 hits to push it directly in. And we're gonna walk through here. We're gonna knock him over, and then 2 hits to push him in. We inherit the speed from this, so you can jump a bit early, and you get like the height and speed from that, just to get up here a little bit quicker. Now we're gonna come down here. We're gonna hit this snail. It's gonna take 2 to push in, and then same thing with this one. This should take 2 to push in normally. It took 3 this time because I'm going really slow. But usually he'll be about here. You push him in 2 hits. Another cutscene's gonna play. Now stand about here because another cutscene is gonna play that opens the door in front of us. And we're gonna try and jump through that door a little bit early, like as the bars are opening. Don't feel bad if you don't get it, but it does save a little bit of time just getting through that door, like, quicker. So I'm gonna put a save state here. I'm holding cutscene skip, and we're gonna try and jump through it a little bit earlier. That I did get through it, but that was a little bit slow. But yeah, you can get through that like really early. So we could like get through this, and yeah, we just got through that before it was even fully open. Otherwise, if you miss it or something, and like you bump into that, then you have to wait for it to open and walk through. So over here, we're gonna hit a cutscene. We just are so this is an example of when you're actually gonna use some other double inputs besides just like double forward and the occasional double right. So to get up these stairs, I'm gonna double forward, and then when I get to the top, I'm gonna double right, and then I'm gonna double backwards to walk backwards up the next set of stairs. If you're uncomfortable doing that, you could just hold double forward the entire time and turn. And I'm going to show you what I mean by doing both ways. So I got a save state here. We're holding double forward, double right, double backward. And now I'm just going to hold double backward into this next room. Be careful you don't walk too far or else you'll fall down there. Now the idea in this room is we're going to push this crab into that pit. We're going to push this crab into that pit. And it's going to raise this platform. And then we're walking across. Oh, another thing I should mention, actually, is do not touch these stars. They give you points, which is going to affect the RNG too. But yeah, if you're uncomfortable doing that, you can just hold double forward the entire time, turn around, and come through. So now we're gonna hit these in. We're gonna hit this one in. And one thing we could actually do here is we could jump early. And this is kind of dangerous if you're unfamiliar with whether the crab is gonna go in or not. But as soon as I push this crab in, I'm here before I even see completely fuck that. Alright, so we come up here. We're gonna push the crabs in. That one's in. And yeah, we're gonna push this one in, and we could jump even before it's raised. And like, you'll make it. You're fine. Alright, we come through here. This is the next trick in Rick 2. Pretty simple. I suggest your first couple of runs hitting both grabs. Because if we're gonna be using a ledge grab here, and if a crab hits you during a ledge grab animation, or anything hits you during a ledge grab animation, really, um, You get stun locked for like 10 seconds and you cannot move, and it's really annoying. So for the sake of the video, I'm gonna hit both grabs and make a save state. We're gonna get a ledge grab right here. And the idea, we skip a huge puzzle in this room just by getting a ledge grab here and tapping back a bit, and we're gonna like get a ledge grab up here as well. So we're gonna come, get the ledge grab, come up here, and up we go. Just like that. I find it easier to do from lower rather than like up here. I find it easier on the right side, like lower down here. If we are on the higher side, it is possible to get it, and I think it is a little bit quicker. You get a smaller ledge grab. But, yeah, do it from down here, and you get a long ledge grab, and you're fine. So now, we're gonna move on. You can get a turn cast here by, like, grabbing onto... We're gonna be pushing this out of the way. I'm just gonna explain this. You don't have to do this. You could just, like, walk up and get the angle where you could actually see it and hit it. But you can get, like, a turn cast here by getting it and, like, turning your mouse left, and it turns the spell so that this pushes a little bit earlier. Otherwise, this happens. If you don't want to do the turn cast, you just like want to walk up and hit it. Then it's kind of slower because then we're like walking into it. We have to wait for it to fall. Now we get down here. Um, we get to this room, and this room's pretty simple. We're gonna hit the left switch. We're gonna hit the right switch. We're gonna hit the middle switch. And then we're gonna hit left, right, left. So basically, you have to hit the left switch 3 times. You have to hit the right switch 2 times. And you have to hit the middle switch 1 time. So walk into the room, hit the left, hit the right, hit the left, middle, right, and then left. Sometimes your spells won't register. If you're doing it too quickly, you can't have... So what these switches do is it rotates these things up here, and you can't have two rotating at the same time. So if you hit the switches too quickly, sometimes your spell just won't work, and you'll notice it. Like you'll see it like kind of like go into a cloud. I'll try and demonstrate actually. So if I hit that, yeah, there you see the cloud of dust that came out of this. So basically that didn't rotate. I'll just fly back over there. So yeah, we come in here and we do this left, right, center, left, right, left. And we got all three, which opens this. Now, when you get to here, walk backwards. It avoids getting a ledge grab at the top of this elevator. Alright, and then you could go forward again. Now we're getting a chasm skip, which is arguably the hardest trick to do quickly in the run. So there's gonna be a cutscene, like when we pass, like maybe around here. After we hit the cutscene, stop all inputs immediately, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna get on top of this ledge, and then we're gonna jump and get a ledge grab over here. And again, casting in the air makes you go a little bit quicker in the air. So you want to spam cast while you're jumping, just to make that jump a little easier. So we're gonna walk in, stop all inputs immediately after the cutscene skip, and then if you're uncomfortable doing it quickly, like I'll show you a quick example. So this is a quick example. Like that, if you're uncomfortable doing it like that, just do this. Just get up there slowly, back up, make sure you're comfortable, and then jump across. But if you do want to do it quickly, basically the way that I do it is I double input forward, and while I'm in the air, I temporarily let go of my inputs just so that I land on this. Because if I hold double input forward the entire time, I'm just going to jump straight over it like that. So I'm going to double input forward. I'm going to let go temporarily so I land up here. And then when I land up here again, I'm going to like walk forward and jump. And then, you know, we make it. So it's something like this. Double input forward, let go, and jump again. I didn't even jump. Double input forward, let go, and then jump again. And we make it. That's if you want to do it quickly. It's going to be hard for you to do that your first couple of times. If you do fall, Like we jump and we jump and we miss the ledge grab or something. Oh, I got it by accident. If we fall down here, you'll take half your hit points, so make sure you're healthy. And then we just climb up here. Careful with turning here, because if you're holding like forward while you're turning, you'll like do a little loop and you might just walk right off. So turn around, just use your mouse, turn around, and then jump up, jump up, jump up, and we're good. Now we're just gonna push this crab. We're gonna push him into the pit, and if you're low on HP, you could also try jump casting here. See if you get a lucky frog. Sometimes these pots drop frogs. I didn't get one. That's fine. There's another frog coming up. One thing I should mention too is that bouncing off enemies actually gives you a little bit of a boost. So usually this snail is in a better position based on cycle, and I just hit him once to like knock him. I hit him once to knock him out, and then jump on his head, and you get a little bit of a boost forward. That wasn't a very good one. If I was a bit more forward, yeah, we get like a really good boost there forward. Over here, we could just kind of walk on this ledge and jump up here. You can miss it like that, which is really dumb. Don't do that. Jump later rather than sooner, just to get comfortable with it. So we come up here, walking on here, and we just make it here. There's a frog. If you're unhealthy, you can grab that frog. And we're gonna come into this room. Now, this room has a crab on the right that's going to spawn and then a crab on the left. It's the one on the right first. Try to hit him out of the air. If you hit him out of the air, you could actually push him in one hit. And then push that guy in, and then we come here. Again, we're avoiding the stars. You don't need the save book. We're going to come through here, cutscene skip. Now, the idea here is to push 4 crabs into this pit to lower that platform and grab the final challenge star to end the level. There are 4 crabs on the spiral. You do not have to get this bottom one. However, I suggest it for your first couple of runs because the crabs can troll you as you're going up this spiral, and it's good to have an insurance crab. So grab that bottom crab, come up, we hit this crab in. That's 2 out of 4. Again, so here the crab isn't very close to the ledge. If I try to push him in, there's a good chance he trolls me. And see? He just fell right there, and I got trolled by the crab. And then I'd have to like drop down here and push him in and then climb back up. That's what I mean about the crabs trolling you. So if you don't think that a crab is gonna make it in, if this crab, for example, wasn't very close to the edge, if he was like far back or something, just hit him once, get him closer to the edge, and then even get it even closer to the edge, and then push him in. And another thing I should mention is if the crabs hit the bars, they have some wonky mechanics, and they just like slide like that. Like that's a good example of a crab slide. So that could happen. So try to avoid getting them to hit the bars too. You can have them hit the bars when you're more experienced. Like I could hit him at an angle where he like bounces off this bar and goes directly in there. But that's all fine and good. As you're advancing through here, you could just like go. Just like as long as you're going quick, none of these will hit you. Even the final one, it looks like it's gonna hit you, but it does not hit you. You just jump right past it. And that's the end of Rictusempra. Yep, 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 yep. On to the next video.